What's going on, my Fly Hippie family? Welcome if you're new. It seems like the media is finally starting to give Caitlin Clark her flowers, man. We about to break down this footage. Before we get into it, remember to always hit that thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit at least 4,600 by the end of the night. That would be amazing if we can get that done. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
Are also making a little bit of history. Caitlin Clark and the Fever taking on the Mercury. No Diana Taurasi in this one, out for the third consecutive game. She has a lower leg issue. So Natasha Cloud not in this one either, which will come in to play later. Aaliyah Boston, 21 points and 13 rebounds. Clark now long pass. Kelsey Mitchell, 7 assists, tied for the second most in the first quarter of a game since the Wnba started using quarters in 2006. That's the line for Clark. Now this, down 13 are the Mercury. This is bad. Brittany Griner collides off that miss with Kalia Copper. Griner down. Griner still down. She left the game with what they're calling a right hip injury. And no, she did not return. So no Cloud, no Griner, no Taurasi for the Mercury. Fever now up 12, late second quarter. Watch Caitlin. There's contact off the glass. It's good. Then Clark gonna knock down this three. That is the 400th career point. And she is the fastest in a season to 400 points and 175 assists. She got there in 24 games. The Fever also led this game by as many as 31. Now in the fourth, only up 8. Clark turns the ball over. Copper takes it the other way. She was so good in this game. Mercury, they cut the lead to 6, and Clark clearly getting frustrated. Look at the reaction as she goes to the bench during a timeout. More Copper, not gonna help. It's not cowbell. Copper, 36 points. She had 20 in the fourth quarter. That lead for the Fever down to 4, but the next Fever possession, here's Clark to Nalissa Smith. Fever back up 6, and then Clark kicking it out to Mitchell, who had 28 points. Clark had 20, 13 assists, tying her own franchise record. Fever win 95-86.
At times I feel like I can almost overpass because like I want to set them up so badly that like I almost kind of lose vision of like the basket at times, or like, you know, I'm almost thinking like to pass the ball and kind of forget about shooting it at times. But it adds a whole nother dimension of what the defense kind of has to scheme for, is like, you know, I'm going to try to set up my teammates the best I can, but at the same time, I want to be able to score the ball. So the more I can do that, the better it's going to be for our team overall.
Clark has now scored or assisted on 232 points in her last 5 games. That is the most by any player over a 5-game span in WNBA history. She's also had 13 assists now in 3 straight games, and that is also the longest streak in WNBA history.
So ESPN is finally starting to show Caitlin Clark some respect, man. I give it to y'all. They finally bringing up the records that she's breaking. I told y'all, bro. Caitlin Clark was starting to get on a crazy run. I know y'all seen my videos where I was saying she was on that 15, 5, and 5 type of run. I told you, she started to find her way. She started to figure it out, man. Look at the numbers now. She had a 29, 5, and 13, 26 and 13. Oh, you a problem. We all can agree. We would like her to stop turning the ball over as much. If she had more assists than turnovers, she getting her job done. She's the fastest player to 400 points, 175 assists, and it took her 24 games to do that. Like, this is insane, man. Look at this. Fewest games to 400 points and 175 assists. This is compared to some of the WNBA greats, some of the best veterans. This is a grown woman record right here. Chelsea Gray, who they calling the point guard. And mind you, all these women are on the Olympic team. She keep this up. This look like an MVP performance, bro. And, hey, we gonna have a bigger discussion than Rookie of the Year. And a lot of y'all say, oh, well, she only playing help defense. Hey, man, look, defense is defense. It's all hustle. It's all hustle. It's how bad you want it. This is the most consecutive 13 assist games anybody ever had in history in the WNBA. She accounts for 232 points scored or assisted on in the last 5 games. A lot of y'all would like to say, oh, he's just making stuff up. It's fake news. The proof is in the pudding. Starting from right here and going up, she just hit MVP mode. All my CC fans, man, hey, Y'all got something to be cheering for right now. I wouldn't even cheer for the Rookie of the Year no more. I would be trying to cheer for the MVP. Now, we see what Asia doing. Asia going nuts. 33-18, 24-20. 28-10, 35-12. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy feat to get that MVP. Now, I want y'all to understand that. Asia's dangerous as hell. I don't know how the league isn't promoting her better. I think the league wants you to pay attention to over-exaggerated stats and stuff like that. They need to do a better job promoting this woman right here. Did y'all hear that accountability she had during the press conference? I just love it, man. She's not delusional. She knows what she needs to work on. Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner being hurt. And I leave this up to y'all, man. Do y'all think Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese can replace them two and go to the Olympics? That's all I want to know. Since those two are hurt, are they going to be available for the Olympics?